Good, good afternoon to everyone. My name is Cobi Bitton. I was already introduced to you. I want to thank Kostis Moskonas and RMI team for this opportunity. Actually, this is the fourth time that we are here. I would like to introduce Mr. Leon Avigad, the founder of Brown Hotels, which for today is part of the Israel-Canada Hotels. We will talk about hospitality and real estate and the shifting of traditional hospitality towards AI and the human factor in it. I think it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be like 15 minutes. And if you will have any questions afterwards, I have to ask Alexandra if it's permitted. So let's dive in. So thank you very much for coming over. Leon, would you like to open with a statement or something?
Wow. First of all, thank you for having me. It's a beautiful conference. Thank you, Kostis. Thank you, Alexandra, Cobi, for having me and showing the faith. I'm a great believer in the Greek hospitality, and I think that the linkage between the hospitality and the real estate part of it is essential, and we will talk about it soon. Thank you very much, Cobi, for having me.
With a great pleasure. Okay, let's jump into the first question. I think that this is what people came in order to listen. Are we losing the grip of authentic hospitality globally, but particularly here in Greece?
Amazing question. I don't think that going high-tech, digital, online, AI is a contradiction from the beautiful smile, hospitality, warmth, and all the values we build our hospitality features on. It's not a contradiction. We can do both. And today, with new, beautiful technologies, and we're early adapters of every new technology out there in the market, you know, the travel tech as much as fintech, and we thought of calling it hospitality tech, but it was too long. So travel tech is a super strong industry now in the region, and I think that there's nothing to do with the contradiction or the fear of being too robotic does not exist. If I'm able to contact my guests before they arrive, during their stay, and after they leave in their language, in a non-robotic way, that's amazing. And nobody can call each and every one before. But now there are beautiful apps that are doing it with emojis, with hey buddy, or the level of warmth that you want to do. So if you're a Hilton, you'll be a little bit more formal. If you're a Brown, you'll be a little bit more warm. But that's okay. You'll be able to actually communicate with your guests as warmly as you wish. And this is just one app. There are so many other technologies out there now that allow you to be warm, but to do it on a larger scale. And this is what we want to do in such in such industries. So I wouldn't fear. Not at all.
Thank you very much. We are using the phrase yaya, which is grandma hospitality. And we know what we mean about yaya. I don't know how much this expression really familiar with our audience here. Me personally, when I started my journey here in Greece 15 years ago, the main thing when I was coming to visit was that I want to experience the yaya hospitality over Greece. Now, the yaya hospitality is not something that we can find in Athens, correct? But if you go outside of Athens or outside of the Metropolitan, you still find it very, very common. And what I know that many visitors that are coming to Greece really like to experience such kind of hospitality. How you guys implementing it part of your own concept under Brown?
So Yaya hospitality is a beautiful beautiful, charming way of welcoming visitors to Greece. We rely on our beautiful culture, and I'm sorry, but after so many years here in Greece, living and working in Greece, this is, I say we. So we have amazing culture, heritage, storyline, food, warmth between people, music, amazing, really wonderful, and everybody knows that. We're just this week we had Olga Kefalogianni, the Minister of Tourism, the previous Minister of Tourism, Vasily Kikilias, and Haris Teoharis, the previous one. So 3 tourism ministers in the same conference at the Brown Acropole, and we talked about it. There's no reason to get away from it and to forget the Yaya hospitality. This is the backbone of Greek hospitality, and it's beautiful, beautiful. But we shouldn't rely only on this. We integrate such warmth and culture and heritage in our hotels, but at the same time, we need to look at our competitors in Italy, Spain, Morocco, Turkey, for example. Why can Turkey enjoy twice as our visitors here in Greece? Olga said 43 million people. Statistics says 41 million people. It depends on statistics. We're one of the top 10 tourism countries in the world. That's amazing. But we cannot rely only on Yaya hospitality. That's an amazing feature, one type of hospitality, but this cannot be the only one. We can take those features, we can take this warmth and build new concepts. Concepts such as all-inclusive clubs, like in Turkey, fractional ownership, leaseback. There's so many mixed-use residential, commercial, hospitality, real estate ventures right now in the world. The more we do it in Greece, and not only at the 5-star deluxe hospitality, like One and Only, Astir Palace, and those kind of beautiful hotels, but we can do it also in the 4 stars, in the more accessible hospitality. There are amazing, new, innovative, creative concepts in the world. We in Greece should embrace it.
If we want to merge it into the real estate, authentic real estate. Of course, developers like yourself, they are looking for big hotels, big properties, which well driven with AI, the human factor, of course, visitor or guest experience. So this is not something that you can adapt because you are not in this arena, what we called the old traditional authentic hospitality. But based on these facts, here in Greece, this is a huge factor because so many family-owned mansions, small boutique hotels, service apartments, they do rely on this thing without using AI or any modern factor in order to attract such kind of visitors. So how it goes together?
First of all, I'd like to correct and to be maybe a bit more accurate.
Please.
We do also 16 rooms hotels
Okay.
in the center of Plaka, and we also do 300 rooms hotels. So we can do both, and our beautiful story can work both ways. However, I'd like to talk about the Yaya, the grandma, that gave her son a beautiful 7 rooms hotel, and the wife and the guy and their boy are helping, and this is what feeds the family, and it's beautiful. And I think that AI can help them big time. If in 50 years ago, PMS, property management systems, were so expensive and were not, it wasn't worth it for small hotels. Now AI, open code, open web solutions are so helpful. You can plan ahead. You can check easily with 0 cost. What was the occupancy last year? You can plan ahead. What would it be next year? You can check Google Analytics, Booking Analytics. You can be so sophisticated with zero cost. everything is online now. Everything is open. So if the yaya, I don't know, is 70-something, and her son is 50-something, their kid is 20-something, and he can introduce those new technologies that are cheap, easy, free, totally free of charge. You can do wonderful, warm hospitality, Greek, philoxenia to the bone. Totally beautiful, warm, but you can do it in a bit more high-tech, digital way that is totally accessible to all.
Thank you.
Again, it's not a contradiction.
No, it's not. If you wish to give a tip to a common investor to invest in hospitality, so should he also consider to invest in hospitality real estate, which are aligned with what we just talked about, or to find something else that is much more modern, progressive, very well AI-driven?
Wow, good question. Listen, first of all, who am I to give tips? I come with a lot of humble way to this beautiful conference. There are people that are doing amazing stuff here.
We are.
Who am I?
We are.
But if a friend asks me, I tell them to immediately go away to residential real estate. This is where the returns are. And if you if you do hospitality like me, you do it out of a bug, out of love, out of passion, because you can immediately identify hotels that are made out of spreadsheet or hotels that are made out of passion. And if you're passionate about it and you love to host and you love to have to welcome people and to make them happy, then you'll succeed and you'll make money. And again, now the gap between real estate per se and hospitality is very vague, is very fluid. It's not as in the past, you either do residential or you do hospitality. Now with long stays, with branded hospitality, with branded real estate, serviced apartments, there are so many in-between concepts that allow you as a developer to enjoy one-off visitor. But when times of need, you can extend the stay because the developer built it in such a way that allows you to stay 3 months. So now it's very fluid, and you can do both in a beautiful way. It's not either or. And I would tell the friend to do it if he really loves hospitality.
Only
if he enjoys it and if he loves the warmth of it, then amazing. Otherwise, if he's only into returns, then they're amazing. And if he wants to outsource it immediately and he's thinking of concepts to lower the amount of people, this is amazing. This is not the main hospitality feature.
Thank you. Before our last question, as we say, if you want to make hummus, make it with love. If you don't make it with love, don't make hummus. Do you know what is hummus? Yes. It's something similar to tafava here, right? But it's a different thing. So, yeah, it's okay. I have 2 extended ones. 5 years from now, is AI will dominate the real estate and hospitality together?
100%. I mean, there's not even a question. Whoever uses ChatGPT as a Google+, whoever sends presentations to someone and not to Claude or to Gemini, whoever is not using ChatGPT, AI agents, whoever is still thinks that, oh, this is for young people, this is not intuitive, will be left behind. As much as we all tend to rely on things we know, because that's the easiest thing. I think that AI is so intuitive today. You just talk, and you just ask your agent to create this this presentation, spreadsheet, forecast, P&L, and it is so intuitive today that it's just a crime not to use it. And I urge all my friends and colleagues here to stop use it as I used to do several months ago as a Google Plus. Hey, what is this, or what do you think of this? And to actually use it as a very important tool to make you money. Sorry, this is very simple, and this is going back to what you asked. If I'm now a yaya that would like to inherit my 7 rooms hotel on an island or on the coastline or in the village in Ikaria to my sons, I would be the first one to use it because I would talk. I would simply talk, and that's it. And I would ask questions and ask my agent to create, I don't know, to create the agenda for today's conference, for example. Everything. It's this is now the backbone, and 5 years from now, it'll be the basic hospitality.
So it means that the ones that will not follow will stay behind, right?
Unfortunately, yeah.
So it means that we will lose some of this authentic hospitality.
Absolutely not. Mind my French. Okay. I'm sorry, Cobi.
No,
I'm sorry,
no,
my
challenge
friend.
me. Challenge me.
I will beg to differ. On the contrary, the yaya will ask, how can I put a beautiful handwritten with my handwrite, beautiful or disgusting handwrite like mine, how can I put and print a beautiful handwritten note, welcome note for the guest who arrived? I will be there as the yaya to welcome the guest, but in the room I will have this beautiful handwritten note, and I will know before I arrived what do I want to do in order to make you as a guest happy, because I will leave a voicemail message with my authentic voice to your voicemail. Hello, my name is Leon. I'm your host for today. Please let me know if you want to have dinner. What would you like to have in my, would you like to have a yamista? I'm doing a wonderful yamista. And this is the warmth that AI can now allow us. Yeah, so the yamista with the right spices will be done by the host, but...
Okay, now you brought me into a position that I need something to eat, but let's stay for 5 minutes. So it means that we are going to meet much more sophisticated yaya, right?
Intuitive yaya. Lovable
Intuitive.
yaya.
Okay.
No need for computer science degree or for any sophisticated, it's all super intuitive.
For our audience, if from now on you want to use the phrase yaya, please ask our permission first. Thank you. No, I'm just joking. Okay, the last one. What actually developers should avoid as mistakes?
Thinking that they know it all, not being open to new trends, new tips, people that tell you that you're wrong, thinking that you have all the truth in the palm of your hand, and not coming humble to a new venture, and listening to other people's recommendation, tips, thinking that you know it all. Maybe this is the...
Thank you very much. So I think that we should, and could summarize it, that we should be humble, open-minded, open to listen, right? And always, and I'm not a Greek origin, always follow philotimo, right? Yes. So thank you very much, guys, for your attention.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Cobi.
Thank you, Leon.
Appreciate it.